All right, what up, people? It's your boy Chig from Guna Eagle Eye coming to you again with a brand new video. This time is to preview the very important, crucial Chelsea versus Arsenal game. And to do the show with me is someone I'm very lucky. Last couple of weeks, I've managed to get people on that I really, really wanted to talk to.
Yeah.
First, it was Frimpon, and now a man like Turkish is in the building. Say hello to the people.
How's it going, G? You all right, yeah?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good.
It's a pleasure to be on, man.
Thank you for joining me, man. Your channel is blowing up, and we'll get back to that towards the end of the show. But man, I just wanted to wish you congratulations.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm trying, man.
I'm liking the content. I'm liking the little panel thing that you're doing at the moment.
Yeah, I'm trying to do different things, man.
But anyway, let's get into the show. So, what was your thoughts over last week's game? I mean, we played Man City, and it seems like everyone down near lost their mind in terms of pundits, the media,
Yeah.
half of Arsenal Twitter, as per usual. What was your kind of take on the game?
Listen, a negative portrayal. I've tried to go into this season with a more positive mind. I am happy there's change. There's things that I'm not happy with, which is the money coming in, but I'm going to push that aside and give all the hope and optimism I can. So I went into that match and I was said 2-2. I'll be happy with that. Now 2-0, I'm not unhappy with it because that's what I actually expected. If I'm honest with you, 2-0, 2-1 loss with that's the reality of it. That's what I thought.
Of course.
It's just that what disappointed me in that game was our attack. Usually our attack is fluid. We've got a bit of bite. This time it was a bit sad, laboured. It was slow. We had a few counters where it just came to absolutely nothing. And that kind of shocked me a bit because I'm used to the defensive errors, but the attack not gelling, I'm not really used to that. And I just feel like Ramsey, Mickey and Ozil playing together is too much interchanging and too much free roaming going around.
Yeah.
So I feel like 2 of the 3 can play, but not all 3 at the same time.
Yeah, I agree, man. I was particularly disappointed with Xhaka. I mean, I've seen a couple of people defend him, but to me, he was completely and utterly anonymous. Do you think there's still a player in there somewhere?
Listen, you know what? Again, when he signed the contract early in the summer, that was one of Emery's first moves. I wasn't happy, but I thought, you know what? Emery must have a plan for him, and Xhaka wasn't as bad as he has looked for us before us. So I thought, let's go in and give him a chance. But like you said, that performance was the same old Xhaka, and I just can't see him fulfilling my needs as a centre mid because he's too left-sided. He has absolutely no right foot, and at this age, if you don't have that, then you're not going to get it.
How can any Premier League midfielder not be able to turn right with the ball, man?
Exactly. Come on, he actually cannot even turn right. Forget the left foot. His body doesn't turn right. He gets the ball and he's always on his left. And it's too easy to defend. When 2 people hunt him down, he lost the ball about 3 times in his own half.
Yeah.
And it's just not good enough. Like when Torreira came on, 2-footed, it caused a bit more problems in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And Guendouzi kind of put Ramsey, Xhaka, and everyone to shame because he came in composed. He made a couple of errors. No one's saying it was flawless, but he never shied away from it. He never built on them. He built on them errors, and he moved forward. He even that Aguero and Czech saved him with the save, but he was still back there busting a gut to get back and be the first man again to receive the ball. So for a 19-year-old, he's looking very good. So that was my positive from the game.
I was going to ask you, like, what do you think of the summer signings and the business that Emre's done so far? Because I thought generally he addressed key areas we needed, but I still feel like we needed something else. I can't quite put most people say so. I just feel like we needed something else. What do you think?
Do you know what it is we needed? I agree with you. He got the areas we want him to get. Yeah. You sound a lot like me with your analysis of Arsenal over the last few years about what we need. So you know that what we've lacked is a manager that's going to attack the areas we need to attack. So he's done that, but what I feel we've lacked is that signing where everyone's gone. hold on a minute, shit's
Yeah,
changing at Arsenal.
yeah,
Because that signing changes the complete attitude from the get-go of the season. It's more hopeful. It's more, oh shit, let's see what Arsenal are gonna do. It's a bit more like galvanizes everyone a bit more, and I think that's the signing we missed out on. The one that would be like wow, and I feel like the board probably thought and Kroenke probably thought Aubameyang was that signing in January. We should all calm down, but that's not how football works. The big teams make a wow signing most transfer windows, especially a club that needs them like ours. So that's what I feel we lack, the wow signing.
yeah. I completely agree. I think that's well put. I think that's what it is. Just a really exciting signing. And don't get me wrong, I think Torreira is an exciting signing just because he looks like a Sanchez, but a defensive midfielder. Does that make
Yeah,
sense?
yeah, he looks perfect for what we need.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I really like about him. He's just a little pit bull, which I
yeah,
like. I like
yeah,
that about him.
energetic, both-footed, and he's got something about him. He's got bite. He's got that
Yeah,
South American spirit that we need. We need that. Sometimes Sanchez's spirit goes, it holds him back from his attacking duties because he's all
yes.
over the place. Whereas Terrea, get it in the middle, perfect. We don't need you to move from there.
Gosh, imagine if we had both of them in the team when Sanchez was on form, not this Man
Yeah,
United version of
yeah,
Sanchez.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Complete different man.
Oh man! So what? So kind of going into the season, obviously we're one game in, so this question might have been more appropriate last week. But what do you think, hopes wise, that you hope for Arsenal this season, and do you think we'll achieve it?
Hope Champions League football.
Okay. Do you think we'll get it?
We can get it. I've got hope we can get it, but I can't say for sure. And the reason I've got hope is because the other teams like Chelsea, Tottenham, and United didn't strengthen like I thought they might strengthen in the summer.
Yeah.
So it kind of galvanized me a bit more to think, hold on, we've got an opportunity there. I see City and Liverpool as the top two, and I see problems at United with Mourinho
Yeah.
that I don't think are going to go away.
Yeah.
And I see Sarri not doing as well as Chelsea will hope in his first year. I don't think it's going to go well for him, to be honest. So that gives us an opportunity. And with Tottenham buying no one, this stadium being delayed, I think it's going to be delayed some more. I feel like we have an opportunity there, but we need to go up until February and analyze it then. If we've got a chance for the top four, we prioritize the league. But if we don't, then we prioritize Europa League.
Yeah.
Same what Jose done his first year in United, exactly the same I want this year.
Yeah, completely with you. Completely with you. Because I think
Europa League, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think for the first time in the last, to be honest, and I'm guilty of this as well. A lot of us took top four for granted. All those times that Benny used to say, "Oh, top four is like a trophy." We used to say, "What? What is this old man talking about?" Yeah. But now we really see the importance of finishing in that top four.
To be honest, I think Jose and Pochettino have both said top four is like a trophy in the past 2 years.
Yeah,
so it's mad that people have backed him up. It's just that, I guess we was a bit spot. I think with us, our cry was that we've waited long enough to move forward now.
Yes.
Our cry was a bit different to theirs. But yeah, I get what you mean. Top four is definitely like that wow signing. Maybe it didn't come because of top four.
Yeah.
Because we don't have Champions League. So that's why I'll give Emmy this year. I hope he can get Champions League, so then we can have a fresh summer with him. Champions League football. See who we can attract then. Yeah,
no, I'm with you. Speaking of which, were you happy with the Emre appointment?
Yeah, I was actually happy. I was happy because he was actually a manager with some tactical nous. He had experience in Europe. Ideally, first and foremost for me, Simeone was the man. Like behind Pep Guardiola in world football, I don't think there's a better manager than Simeone.
Me too.
He's not the most attractive to watch, but people have to understand that he doesn't spend the most money either, and he's won a La Liga, 2 Champions League finals. He just beat Real 4-2 to win Super Cup. He's kept them up there while selling players. He's managed to keep hold of Griezmann when Barca and United won him. This sort of manager is the reason why these players want to play for them and the reason why they bust the gut. So that's the man I wanted. But after we was linked to Arteta and Thierry Henry, I thought, hell no. So when Emery came in, I thought, okay,
Mm.
that's not who I wanted, but it's definitely not who I didn't
It
want.
could
So,
have had, exactly.
you know what
I
I mean?
remember that day so badly. I just started to accept, okay, if it's going to be
Okay.
Arteta, fine, all right.
Yeah,
And then I started hearing stories of Emre, and I was like, oh, please, God, please make it
yeah,
happen.
exactly. Turn it
Do
to a
something,
blessing.
whatever it takes. So I'm just happy now. Oh,
Definitely turn it to a blessing.
so kind of moving on to the Chelsea game. I don't know why, but I feel confident about this Chelsea game.
Okay.
I can't explain it. You know, when people kept saying, oh, well, you know, right off these first two Chelsea games, our season starts at West Ham. But I disagree with that heavily. Everyone's
Yeah.
talking about Chelsea finishing outside of the top. If that's the case, we have to beat these people. Surely.
Yeah. Yeah. They finished fifth last year, so that's our number one test in terms of listen, City, people can I'll even dismiss that. They are head and shoulders above us, and we're not catching them for a good 2 years.
Yeah.
But with Chelsea now, Chelsea, yes, their players kind of control the dressing room, and their players decide where they want to finish in the league in terms of 10th or first or fifth or second. But Sarri, like I said before, Sarri, I don't think he's going to do as well as people might hope he will.
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity now to highlight maybe potential flaws. And listen, we both lost 2-0 to City.
Mm.
So that gives me hope as well. I know it sounds a bit sad saying it gives me hope that we both only lost 2-0 to City.
Mm.
But Sarri's got some working out to do, same way Emery has. So I see a competitive game. I see a few goals in it. But
Yeah.
I'm confident. I'm confident like you are, to be honest. I actually am.
Yeah, I just feel like, gosh, this is going to be a big statement from. I feel like we've got a better team than these guys. I honestly do. I think Hazard, he's hit and miss, man. I
Yeah.
don't care. He's hit and I don't care what anyone tells me. He's world class. He's hit and miss.
Yeah.
When he feels like he wants to be world class, he can be. People might say not too dissimilar from Mesut Ozil. If we want to be real about it, but I think I would prefer, personally, I'd have Ozil over Hazard. I think we've got much better strikers than them.
Yeah.
Maybe their defense is okay. Realistically, their defense is probably better. I do like their Jorginho signing. What do you think of Chelsea as a team? Even forgetting Sarri, but just them individually as a team.
Chelsea, I think they're good. Or well, you know what? Defensively, centre back wise, poor.
Okay,
Gary Cahill, poor.
I agree with that.
David Luiz, poor. Who else have they
We've
actually
got better
got?
defenders.
Potentially, yeah. Because who is it? Them two and Christensen. Is that their three centre backs?
Yeah, probably you're right. Yeah, I don't think they
So
bought
I can't. You
defender.
can't say that theirs is better than ours, and maybe you can't say ours is better than theirs. But ours is more stacked and more experienced, and well, not experienced, but more. I don't know. Louise and Cahill are kind of over the hill now, and Christensen hasn't really found his feet yet. So I don't really see how. Do you know what I mean? I
Mm.
just, I'm shocked. Is that they're only three defenders?
I
But then
think
say
Azpilicueta is better than
Aspilicueta
our
is
fullback.
definitely good. He's definitely a good defender, but I class him as a fullback. And Sarri, I think did Sarri go 5 at the back in his first game or 4?
He went 4 at the back.
Yeah, so I think Aspilicueta might drop back into fullback again, or.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think you could
But
be right.
fullback wise, I feel like they probably got the better fullbacks in Aspilicueta and Alonso. Keeper wise, God knows. Kepa, I'm not sure about him. Leno, we have to see as well.
Mm.
Centre mid, Jorginho class signing, but I'm hoping Torreira's a class signing as well.
Mm.
You know, I don't know. I would have with this whole Ramsey situation. I would have actually offered Ramsey to Chelsea for Fabregas and Giroud.
I'm so glad you said that.
I would have actually, you know
Because I
what?
miss Desk. I still do. I still miss
Yeah,
him. I
yeah.
miss him.
Like at the end of the day, them two would have provided, like Fabregas and Giroud would have provided depth. They would have provided two people that love the club, which we
Yeah.
lack. We sold Chesney. That was the last, but well, and Wilshere, and then the last two people that love the club. So bringing Fabregas and Giroud back for Ramsey would have been better than the 20 mil we might receive in January for him.
Mm.
And I just think that's something we should have done, and because they know what it means to be Arsenal, and they know where we want to get to, but you know, transfer window's over. It's a bit late now, but yeah, Chelsea centre mids, they're pretty stacked there. I'd say they've probably just got the edge over us in centre mid, to be honest, with Fabregas, Kante, and Jorginho.
Yeah,
That,
and and that guy they got from Real, of course, as well.
oh, Kovacic as well. Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about him. I forgot
Their
about him.
central midfielders. So that's easily their strongest areas. Their
Yeah,
central
but
midfielders.
even Willian and Pedro on the wings with Hazard, it's like
Yeah, true.
they've got a few wingers that if we had one of them wingers that would hug the touchline like Willian or Hazard, would be a different kettle of fish, because it'd just open up Ozu a bit more, give Oba a bit more space. But right now, our fullbacks are so predictable. I mean, our wingers are so predictable that fullbacks come to them when they get the ball. Whereas a Hazard, a William, when they pick up the ball, a Martial or Rashford, all fullbacks are running off, backing off. But our
Yeah.
wingers are so poor that they just get attacked, lose the ball, and that's it. We have no width at all. And that's why I know Hazard is very up and down, but he can potentially be the one to kill us like he did last year.
So that's the thing. So funny enough, I was speaking about this on another show, and I feel like because we don't have wingers, but we have such attacking fullbacks, that maybe it might be just worth just saying, fuck this. Playing like a 4-3-3, but playing like a number 10 behind two strikers and then three defensive-minded central midfielders. Just because we don't have wingers anyway, so you might as well just utilize the fullbacks, go out and put two attackers and really show your intent, and then go from there. What do you reckon?
Yeah, you mean maybe bring more stability into the squad, innit?
Yeah, I think so.
Listen, when people ask me, do I want good football or do I want to win? Right now, as an Arsenal fan who hasn't won the league for 12 years, who hasn't been in Champions League for 2, who hasn't competed in the Champions League for 10, fuck good football. Stability is key. We need to bring that back. Like a lot of Arsenal fans need to get off their high horses in terms of this sort of stuff, because good football is not getting us nowhere. Like even Barcelona, with 12 years without a league, their fans would want to win rather than good football. First and foremost, you need to build a base.
Yeah. For me, I don't even understand the debate. Someone asked me this at work the other day, like, would you have Arsenal playing like United and winning the league, or playing like you guys, and at least you guys are unpredictable and entertaining? I said, fuck that. I'd rather win.
What the fuck?
Less about being entertaining.
Trust me, exactly. We watch football to be entertained, but we support our club for success and to progression and build and togetherness and just all of them things there, which make up like a fan base, which make up the connection between that person and the club. That's why a lot of neutrals can sit back and say we entertain. Of course we entertain. 4-4s with Newcastle, 5-4s with Tottenham, 8-2s to United. Of course 5-1, 10-2s to Bayern. We fucking entertain, but ask me, am I entertained going to Munich, losing 5-1, coming back here to Emirates, losing? Am I entertained by that? No, as an Arsenal fan, I'm not. No, I will take a 0-0. Remember that Champions League 0-0 first leg against Real, and then 1-0 in the second leg at the Bernabeu.
Yeah,
Henry. That's our best European performance ever. It wasn't exciting football. It wasn't exhilarating. It was a fucking structured, solid performance against one of the best teams ever. And that's our best Champions League performance.
Bro, I'll make it even more recent for you. You know, one of my favorite Arsenal performances to date is that one time under Wenger where we played defensive football at Man City.
2-0.
I was thoroughly entertained
yeah.
how structured we looked for once.
Sorry. Is that Cazorla and Coquelin in the middle?
Yeah, they just dominated the midfield. It was a masterclass. It was an absolute masterclass. It's still to date one of my absolute favorite games as an Arsenal fan.
The fact that I remember it because you said it, it's exactly the same for me, because that to me was like, Wenger, you might be changing here.
Yeah.
And then it just go back to normal the next big game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I remember that one so much, because it was like, wow, we actually come out with tactics.
Yeah.
And we won the game.
We won the game. And deservedly so, even though we had 30% of possession that game.
Yeah.
everybody said, yeah, Arsenal easily deserved to win that game because for once, we were set up, ready for the counter attack, and I just wish we'd play like that more.
Yeah, exactly.
That we don't play like that more.
Tactics. You miss tactics.
Speaking of tactics, what sort of tactics would you deploy at Chelsea? So, like, we talked a little bit about the shape. Do you think, because Chelsea these days seem to be a team that like pressing a lot, but that's modern football for you these days. But yeah. I think they like Jorginho, to me, seems to be central, literally and figuratively, to what they do. To me, I'd just like Pereira to stick on him, just sit on him for the entire game and make sure he doesn't do anything. What do you reckon tactically are the kind of keys to this game?
I'd start Torreira and Guendouzi together.
Yeah.
Guendouzi deserves it, and Torreira deserves to start, and he, like you said, he is the one that I'd give that job to anyway.
Yeah.
If I'm going to give it to anyone in our centre mid, make sure you stop Jorginho expressing himself, let's say. In front, I'd play Ozil. In front of them two, because like you said, they press. Well, Sarri's trying to get them to press, and Emery's trying to get us to press. So they've both come in. Sarri's had less time than Emery with this squad. Sarri's had less acquisitions than Emery. So I'd go toe-to-toe with them. Arsenal in most recent seasons, we play best against the big teams when they go toe-to-toe with us rather than...
I agree. So I think it's a dangerous game to play against us.
Yeah, so I think Chelsea away, notoriously difficult ground for us. I can't remember the last time I've gone there and we've won. So even saying that, I want us to give it a go.
Yeah.
I see a 2-1 for us, actually. I know the predictions are yet to come, but I see a 2-1 for us, and that's because I just see Sarri's tactics are going to take a bit more time to implement, and Emery's had a bit more time with the squad. So that's part of the confidence.
I feel like we'll win 1-0. I don't even see these fuckers scoring because to me, Jury's a better striker, and I'm going to use this carefully because I have no faith in the brother normally. But Mustafi should be used to defending against Jury.
Has to be, yeah. Has to be.
And I think Jury's game, and Morata's for that matter, I think suits Socrates. I think pace is his partner. But the physical battle, I think he'll relish that.
Yeah, it's not pace, it's physical, yeah.
So I think if we can handle that, I think if everybody's on point. So in these previews, what I normally do is I do a hopeful 11. So the why I call it a hopeful 11 is I don't necessarily try and predict what the manager does. I put what I hope will be the team that plays on Saturday.
Okay.
So with that being said, this would be the team I hope. Now, I think Petr Cech will start, but I hope Leno starts. I
agree with that.
I think, to me, I'm not quite written Petr Cech off, but I think if you're going to try and do this playing out the back stuff,
exactly.
Why mess around? Just
be ruthless like Pep was his first year. Like, go hard. It's not going to work with you. Do you want to stay? Do you want to go? And we'll keep you. And that's it.
I agree.
He needed to pass the ball into his own net when he needed. Like, what is that?
Bro, I almost had a heart. I was like, you can't be serious.
Need to come in.
You cannot be serious. Honestly, it's like a calamity show. But he managed to get through it. But I just think Leno would be the guy for this game. But I think Petr Cech will start.
I agree with that.
Hector, Socrates, Mustafi, Lichtsteiner at left back. I think it's still a bit soon for Monreal. I'd rather Monreal's fully fit, up to the pace. I'd rather not rush him for this.
I get you.
And I thought Lichtsteiner did well at left back, so I don't think there's any.
He did.
There's any need to hurry him. My three in the midfield would be, so I play 4-3-3, and my three in the midfield would be Torreira. I also agree with you, Guendouzi. Xhaka was sit the fuck down. I ain't starting him. I'd actually play Ramsey. I'd give Ramsey an opportunity to redeem himself. Now, initially, my thought process was this fucker hasn't agreed a contract.
Yeah.
Why start him? But my suspicion is something must have been verbally agreed.
You think?
for him not to be sold and for him to start.
I guess
I,
so. Yeah.
I've just got this feeling something was verbally agreed. So I think if that's the case, I know he played shit last week. I'd give him another opportunity to redeem himself.
Yeah.
I play Mkhitaryan, sit the fuck down. I thought he was useless.
He did nothing.
He was useless. And to be honest, hasn't impressed me for a little while. I think people are gassed because of his relationship with Aubameyang, but he hasn't impressed me for a little while. So I'd humble him and bench him, and I'd play Mesut, Aubameyang, and Lacazette. Now you can do that in one or two ways. You can either do Lacazette and Aubameyang up front together, or you could put Aubameyang on the left, Mesut in that kind of right. Even though I don't really like him on the right, but you could do it like that. And Lacazette, for me, Lacazette deserves to start. I thought when he came on, changed the game. I would love to.
Never deserved to be dropped. He's not from the moment we signed Lacazette has he deserved to be dropped anytime.
Yeah, I 100% agree, and I think people underestimate him a lot. Like I made a bold statement, and I realized it was a bold statement that not a lot of people would agree with. I felt like Lacazette, given the chance, will outscore Aubameyang. I've said that from the very beginning of the season, and I still think that will happen if he's given the chance.
Yeah, this season, yeah.
Yeah, I honestly believe if they're both given a run in the team, let's just say Emre just says, all right, fuck it, I'm starting these two together. I think Lacazette will outscore him. I've said that.
It's going to be like, if that happens, I always say it'll be close because Lacazette's a great finisher in terms of as soon as he get, like he's like a Defoe. As soon as he gets an eye for goal, he's gonna bang it, and most times it's on target. Most times he's gonna get it in. Aubameyang, it's about we have to be playing well for Aubameyang to get chances.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
We don't have to play well, but he might just nick a goal. Whereas I don't see Aubameyang doing that.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, bro. I 100% agree.
But that's why I'll be close. Hopefully they're battling for it. One's on 20, one's on 18, or one's on 16, one's on 24. I'll take it, whatever.
Yeah, man. If that's the case and they both get them type of numbers, we're doing something well. We're doing something right. And that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
What would be your 1 to 11?
Again, Leno, but I think he'll go with Czech. But I'll definitely start Leno. In the middle, Socrates and Mustafi.
Yeah.
They didn't. I want to give my opponents more of a chance, but Socrates and Mustafi didn't do much wrong in the first game for me. Not
to be honest.
Go on.
Yeah, you're right. To be honest, they didn't do much wrong.
Yeah, the only thing that was really pissing me off was the check pass into Mustafi or Socrates. That needs to stop because it's not working. Like, this ain't Czech's forte. So if Emery wants to do that, play Leno. If you play Czech, I don't want to see that no more. So I'll give them 2 centre back, right back Bellerin, left back Lichtsteiner, like you said, exactly the same. Ideally, we'll put Monreal there, but not enough match fitness. So we'll go for Lichtsteiner. He didn't do that badly there. The only issue is with Lichtsteiner there's no width because he's not left-footed, so he just doesn't overlap well there. Yeah, what I'll do in the middle, Torreira, Guendouzi. Again, like you said, Xhaka, sit down. I don't even want to see you play. I don't even want to see him come on. It's just too much right now.
Don't get me started, brother. Don't get me started.
This is where it probably changed for me a bit. I would drop Ramsey.
Okay.
I'd put Ozil number 10.
Okay.
I'd give Mickey another chance, whereas you gave Ramsey another chance. I'd give Mickey another chance on the left.
On the left, okay.
I'd put Laka on the right.
Okay.
And Aubameyang up top. And the reason I'm doing Laka on the right, Aubameyang up top, is because towards the end of last season, we did that quite a few games. Aubameyang on the right, Laka in the middle, and they interchanged well. And between them, I think they played 10 games in them positions. And whilst they was both on the pitch, they had 12 goals, 5 assists between them. So I feel like it works. And like you said, when you do that, maybe Laka can drop into the middle, Aubameyang can pull out to the left, Mickey can go in, and Ozil can go wide. So we've got a lot of interchanging that can happen there. But yeah, that'll be my squad, definitely. Guendouzi and Torreira is key.
I think there's a reasonable chance that team could come out. Actually, I quite like the look of it. My only worry is, I guess, what sort of central midfield Chelsea will go with. That's my only concern.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Well, definitely. Well, Jorginho, Kante, and just depends on the next one.
Yeah. No, I feel it. Well, boy, it looks like. So, what your prediction is 2-1 then? Who do you think is scoring?
Scoring. If Laka starts, I expect Laka to score. If he doesn't, then I think Ozil will score. And Aubameyang.
Okay, I like it. I'm going 1-0.
If Laka starts, Laka will score.
Yeah, I just got a feeling he's scoring.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because he's in my fantasy football team. I promise.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. You guys let me know what you think. There's a nice little crowd forming in the chat room. Leave it down below. Let me know in the comments in terms of what you think, what your starting 11 would be. Turkish, I've talked about this show, but now we've got a nice little crowd going. Let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Nice one, bro. To be honest, Instagram, Twitter, Turkish LDN, and my YouTube channel is Turkish LDN TV. Yeah, look out for that. Hopefully this year I got a lot of new stuff coming out and whatnot. But yeah, I'm still learning as I go anyway, man. So
I'm not gonna lie, he's come a long way in a very short time, man. I started watching the channel from the very get-go.
yeah.
And now he's doing this nice little, he's literally just dropped something right before the show.
Yeah.
So literally what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the links to everything in the description below. So if you're watching live, maybe 5-10 minutes and I'll do that. And then I'm gonna go and watch the show myself.
I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Trust me.
I'm a genuine big fan. Just because I like the way you come across. You're very kind of cool. You don't get carried away, even if you're pissed off. You don't get carried away too tough.
Yeah.
Nice, level-headed character, and I know a lot of people think the same. And obviously, Lee, who's a big friend of the show, bigs you up all the time. So
yeah, I love Lee, man. Come on, man. Lee's my guy.
yeah, he's my guy too, man. Good guy. Good guy.
That's me.
All right, man. Well, we're out of it. You guys absolutely crush that like button if you like this show. Absolutely destroy it. Hit that subscribe button. We're building and building and building. Well over 3,100 now. So just get me over that line. Get me closer to Turkish's number, man.
We're both
guys killing it.
AFTV's number, man.
So get me closer to that number, people. And anyway, I'll be back soon. I'll probably be doing I'm not going to do a watch along, but I'm going to do a little something different for the review. So keep an eye out on that. But I'll be back on Sunday. All right, people. Take care. We're out of it. Peace.